Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be always with you. Welcome to Global Right Path. I am Irshad Mahmood from Toronto, Canada. Topic is Zakat-Sadaqah. Before understanding this, we need to have some few ponder on Quran of few verses. But Allah is saying, we have made the Quran easy to understand and remember. Will anyone take heed? Reference Al-Quran, chapter 54, verse 17, 32, verse 40. The commandment is none but Allah. Reference Al-Quran, chapter 12, verse 140. In Quran, there are clear muhkamat verses and unclear mutashabihat, figurative metaphors verses. Allah has commanded us to follow clear verses in the Quran in strict. Reference Al-Quran, chapter 3, verse 7. Lend unto Allah the goodly loan, He will multiply. Reference Al-Quran, chapter 64, verse 17. Examples of unclear, mutashabihat, figurative metaphors verses are, number 1, Alif Lam Mim. Reference Al-Quran, chapter 2, verse 1. And no one knows except Allah. Number 2, Alif Lam Mim Sad. Reference Al-Quran, chapter 7, verse 1. No one knows its meaning except Allah. Number 3, Alif Lam Mim Ra. Reference Al-Quran, chapter 10, verse 1. No one knows its meaning except Allah. Number 4, Alif Lam Mim Ra. Reference Al-Quran, chapter 13, verse 1. In number 3, Alif Lam Ra is Alif Lam, just reference Al-Quran, chapter 10, verse 1. And here in number 4, Alif Lam Mim Ra. Reference Al-Quran, chapter 13, verse 1. And no one knows its meaning except Allah. Regarding the meaning of it, only Allah knows the best, which is also Allah mentioned in the Quran. In Quran, you will find answers, questions. Sometimes question first, answer later. Sometimes answer first and questions later. And regarding the meaning of it, Allah knows the best. Reference Al-Quran, chapter 3, verse 7. Regarding muhkamat, there are two types of clear muhkamat verses. Number 1, permanent constant for all time, which includes direction to follow. For example, Salat. For Salat, Allah says, turn your faces towards Kaaba, where there is a Maqam Ibrahim, the standing position of Prophet Ibrahim. Today, at that place, Imam Kaaba leads the prayer. The method we have to take from there, which is also recorded in Sahih. Regarding Hajj and Umrah, from where people are returning, you have to return it. Don't make your own different Hajj. Follow one standard, one way, which is there already established, which is from the time of Ibrahim until the day of judgment. Regarding inheritance, Allah has clearly mentioned what condition, when the number will be changed. For example, generally it is two parts for men and 1 part for women. But the condition changes. If there is only boys are there, if only girls are there, if only with parents, without parents, and so many conditions. There are maybe 7, 8 conditions. And there Allah has fixed constant. But for Zakat, it's a different. So you have to keep those things in mind, as well as when Allah says after means never ever before, nor in between. Allah says after means after. When Allah says anyone, it means I am included. Everyone, every Muslim is included. When Allah says clear, means crystal clear. No if and buts. and flexible variable applied at all times, depending on place, time, place, person, which includes zakat. Give whatever you have surplus, extra, beyond your needs. Reference Al-Quran, chapter 2, verse 219. Allah has commanded in the Quran about paying zakat, but how much? That depends on time, place, and person. Keep in mind, Ansar of Medina helped Muhajirs, immigrants from Makkah, and some of them gave half of their wealth. When Prophet asked for help, Usman Ghali brought half of his wealth, while Abu Bakr brought all of his wealth. And that question changed. Al-Mustafa asked, what you have left at home? And Hazrat Abu Bakr says, Allah and his messenger, which means nothing, everything brought for Allah. So we have to keep this thing in mind. Ramadan is about to come this year on 2nd April, Saturday, 2022. So let's try to focus, try to understand Quran, this Ramadan, without any influences, without any hearsays in the mind, with free mind, free thinking, open-minded, what Allah is saying to me, and come up with solutions about zakat and fixed economic system. Perhaps instead of giving penny zakat, 2.5% or penny zakat, maybe we have to pay much more. Much more means trillions and trillions of dollars of zakat. Then we need some good security system, global security system, much stronger defense to protect it and give it to right beneficiaries without any discrimination. Muhammad was sent as a mercy to the mankind, not for just Muslim only. We have to think global. We have to think of global states of peace for everybody. Perhaps then we can understand better and apply better, much better than before the Quran and its understanding. Let's do it this Ramadan. Read Quran with open-minded, free thinking, without any influences of hearsays. He said that, he said that, he said that. And after 20 series, he said that. And yesterday what I had done, I don't remember. But those were remembered for generations. Let's read it. Let's keep in mind where we got deviated from Quran. It was the time 200 years later after Prophet when Fatimid Khalifa started in 909 till 1171, 262 years. That was the period which changed the DNA of the Muslims. By writing so many hearsays, he said that, he said that, and Siyasitta with her from ancient Persian Empire, none of them were Arab. While 100 years before that, Imam Malik Muwatta, he wrote a book. That is not authentic. And those which are written in ancient Persian Empire, that is more authentic. And more authentic than Quran, shame on you. We have to change ourselves according to Quran, not reverse. When people had written somewhere here and there, hadith, Hazrat commanded, directed that burn all the things, destroy all those hadiths, keep the Quran, otherwise it will be problem for Ummah. And now we have seen when we have mixed other things with the Quran, and then look at Ummah, what is it facing them? They are worse in the whole universe right now. We have to change the direction, 180-degree reverse. Only in the light of Quran. Quran is the book of guidance. Alif Lam Mim, Zalikal Kitabul La Rayb, Hudan lil Muttaqin. Let us read Quran this Ramadan. Open-minded, free-minded, free-thinking, without any influences, any other thing. Assalamu alaikum